Test 4.2 review. Let's look at these kinds of questions we've got here, number 9 through 17. I'm going to show you how you can get all of these correct without doing a thing. Okay, these are going to be multiple choice. So, as long as you have your notes, polynomials, difference in sums of squares and cubes, then you should be good and you should be able to get all of these correct on the test without doing any of this math. Okay? So let me show you how. Your first step you need to do is you need to identify which one of these it's going to be. So is it the difference of squares? Is it the difference of cubes? Or is it the sum of cubes? Easy way to figure that out. When I am looking at these, I'm going to go to the exponent. That's a square. Well, we've got one that talks about squares, difference of squares. So is that sign a minus sign? It is. So then we're talking about difference of squares. Difference of squares. Okay, now I'm going to go to my answer choices. Look and see on your notes. Difference of squares, the answer has to be like this. It's going to look like a plus b times a minus b. That means that a's are going to be the same and my b's are going to be the same, whatever it might be. This is how our answer needs to look. I'm going to go to my answer choices and I'm going to eliminate ones that don't even resemble this. So there we go. There we go. So now I am down to 2 choices. You see, each of these have a 2. So we do need to do a little bit of math. So that means that 2 is our GCF. So when I take 32 and divide it by 2, I'm left, not 32 divided by 2, I'm left with 16 inside. And when I take 50 divided by 2, that is 25. So this is really what we would take the difference of squares and we would go through all of that math together. But look, we got 2 that look kind of similar. The only difference here is this minus sign. On these kinds of questions, that's not going to be one of your answer choices. So what are you left with? Okay. So try these other 2, excuse me, by eliminating some of your answer choices first. Do that on the test, and you should be able to solve these problems. Let's see. Let's look at this one. So identify which kind. We have got 3 kinds. Identify what this is. Well, let's see. Our exponent is a 3, so that's cube. And we're adding, so that's the sum of cubes. So what does our answer need to look like? Sum of cubes. It needs to be a plus b, a squared minus ab plus b squared. Okay. This first one, a plus b, it has to be a plus. So go to my answer choices. That one that wasn't a plus. This doesn't even resemble this at all. Okay, these 2, the first one is plus. Now look at my second answer choices. This has to be minus plus. Minus plus. There's a good contender. This one is plus plus. Can't be that. This is what I'm talking about. You can do some of these problems without doing anything. All you need is your notes. Make sure you have your notes. Let's do one more just to reiterate the easiness of this. This one, number 15. We got a 3, so we've got a cube. We got a minus sign, so we have the difference of cubes. I'm not going to trick you and throw in one that's not a difference of cubes or a sum of cubes. I made this incredibly easy on you guys, okay? Take advantage of it. So, difference of cubes. This is what my answer needs to look like. So, a minus b, a squared plus ab plus b squared. Let's look at our answer choices. It needs to be a minus b. So this one doesn't resemble anything at all. So minus, minus, plus. This is not an answer choice. We need squared plus, plus, squared. Plus, plus. Here we only have one plus. That's not. There you go. Make sure your notes are completed or you have this review to reference back to on all of these problems. This is all you have to do. I made it that simple.